What's going on, guys? I appreciate those of you who are hanging out waiting on it to start. For those of you stopping by watching the replay, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications when we do these live chats. No matter how random they end up being like this, you'll be able to take part in the live chat right along with us. So wasn't sure if I was going to do any live streams this weekend. Obviously, you can see this Z logo. I'm at George's. He's taking a nap. I don't know if he'll be popping in at some point or not. I went to the gym for a little while, swung through Chipotle, and had a little bit of free time and saw what time it was. I said, what the hell? Let's do a live chat for an hour and see who wants to come join me. So make sure you hit that thumbs up on the way in. This is what I bought the laptop for. So I've got my mic with me. The mic is here. My Logitech webcam is here. So I got my little mouse. I'm pretty much have everything I need to do this. I mean, it's the same equipment I use, minus instead of my desktop, I'm using a laptop. So here we are. Let's see who's wearing what in the chat. So for you, those of you that didn't know, Creation E Parfum Cologne for me today. I smell magnificent. I did a shorts video this morning about it. Saw, not everybody's a fan. Some people love it. Not everything's for everyone. I totally get it, but I think this is one of the best fragrances you can dive into the house to kind of get a little bit of a different experience than the standard fresh fragrances and so on, or just another tobacco, for example. Whereas there's definitely tobacco here, but beautiful cognac note. One of the better cognac notes I've experienced mixed with heliotrope benzoin. There's just a lot going on here. This is a beautiful cola, Coke float type fragrance. Beautiful quality, great performer. Surprise, surprise. A man with Eros in his avatar is wearing Eros today. Good to see you. Hey, Ross, hope you're well. Finally get to participate as a subscriber. Love your content, buddy. Send today's Ganymede. There's a guy that likes slightly more challenging oddball fragrances. Once I get past the animalic top, it dries beautifully. Great projection. Well, welcome, Shannon. Good to have you. Good to see you, Dennis, wearing Gris Charnel. Perfect for winter. I've only tried the EDP, never tried the X-Straight. Okay, to buy Fetish Porum from Raja. Well, I've only smelled it once with Justin on a test strip. And even then, I don't think, no, I haven't smelled it. What was it? Not Fetish, the other one he wears all the time. The name's eluding me. It's one of the parfums. Reckless. I've smelled Reckless. I haven't smelled Fetish. So no, I don't recall ever having the opportunity to smell it. So unfortunately, I can't weigh in. Joel, always good to see you. The Boz has arrived early, so we can start the stream early. Good to see you, Boz. Anthony, how are you? Wearing Pure Tonka. That's one I've always wanted to try. Good to see you, AJ. Royale X. Fitting. Great option. Dan, not the man, best name on YouTube, is wearing Versace Pour Homme. You can't go wrong there. One of the safest bets in fragrance. What's going on, Raph? Wearing Aurum. Can't stop wearing it. Hope all is well, sir. Great to see you on a Saturday. Well, I didn't get to stream yesterday because I was traveling. Flew out of Panama City, stop over in Nashville, then came to Chicago in the late afternoon. And I didn't know how today was going to go exactly after I was done training because I actually had enough time. George wasn't able to go to the gym, so I just Ubered over there and had my usual pace where I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and do a vlog. So I have a pull day vlog that I'm going to edit here this evening and probably put out for tomorrow on the vlog channel. So anybody not subscribed to TLTG Vlogs, please do so. Check the link tree or just go to my main page. Scroll down just a touch. That's other channels, TLTG Vlogs. That's where the fitness content, shoes, gaming, anything and everything not fragrance is over there. Let's see what else we got here. Rich Money Cash. Damn, it smells good in the chat. We're in Scent of Peace Natural. There's a different version of Scent of Peace that I'm not aware of. Sweet Peach Cobbler. All right. James, good to see you. Hope your day's good. I can't complain. Been feeling a bit ill. Just had to spray some ombre leather in my room. Such a good fragrance. Well, I hope you feel better soon, sir. 411 Fragrance. Salute to Ross and salute to the fragrance community. Scent of Days Your Drug by Paris Corner. Emir. Excellent choice. I believe that's the one I have. A very rich fragrance, if I remember correctly. I only sprayed it one time. Strong with you intensely for Boz. You, sir, are wearing one of the better sweet fragrances out there in the designer market. What's up, Ross? Dropping a like. Well, I sure appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Changed up the font for Mustard Squirrel, I see, and the avatar. Good to see you wearing gold prestigium. So I'm curious to check out gold prestigium and even pink prestigium because black prestigium's phenomenal. For those of you that didn't see the Mancera live stream, which is the last live stream I did, Oolong Cha. I think it's going to be an ongoing fresh summer spring Saturday fragrance. Okay, 10-4. Yeah, Oolong Cha. Hey man, that's good stuff. Beautiful, fresh, a little bit of tea note. Very fresh, very watery, zesty, vibrant kind of fragrance. Cadlage Maison. Ooh, I'm wearing that Monday. Funny that you bring that one up, John Carlo. I brought it with me. It's upstairs. It's not right here in my backpack. I'm wearing that one Monday. That was definitely my favorite of the bunch. Wearing Cool Water. Just picked up Bleu de Chanel. I guess you meant Parfum. I don't know why it went Parfumerie. 100 ml for $120. That's actually a really good price for 100 ml. I paid $150 retail. Well, that's what retail used to be. Triumph of Bacchus. I actually sprayed that on my hand last night. George's bottle seems like it's evaporated, like it's got a little bit of a leak at the collar. So a lot of the alcohol, like it's super dark. The juice on his Triumph of Bacchus 30 ml is darker than me and Justin's 100 mLs, and he's got one of the newer ones with the new cap atomizer and everything. And it's evaporated down like that much. A lot of that, like it's rich, dark, like brown oil. I sprayed it on my hand. That stuff survived a hand washing, a shower. It's not there anymore, but I sprayed it around this time yesterday, and it was rich. I even had to reach out to Christian and let him know, like, good God. So yeah, George's bottle's got a little bit of an air leak, so it's macerating in a different pace because the alcohol is evaporating. It's almost like a pure oil. It's crazy. At every stage I've ever smelled that fragrance, it's phenomenal. Mr. Cheese, Sauvage Parfum. Great choice. Love the avatar. That's hilarious. But great choice on your fragrance. New Boss bottle. Elixir Monster, bro. Absolutely it is. It's definitely a monster. Scott, good to see you. Just got Triumph of Bacchus. Can't wait to try this. It'll be the first time. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It's such a good fragrance. And look, you don't feel like you have to get the X-Straight. The X-Straight is superior, but not by a wide margin. It's not a, like you have, if you get the original, it's so strong and it develops and ages like fine wine. I promise it does. And it just gets stronger and richer as time progresses. And so if you have the original, don't feel like you got to rush and get the X-Straight. But if you don't have either, get the X-Straight. It is a little bit better. Big Man Big Lifestyle. Wearing Born Aroma Intense. Good to see you. Love the Valentino line. I agree. Good stuff. Naxos. Beautiful honey tobacco. Parfum. Yeah, well, I knew what you meant. So every time I upgrade phones, I turn off spell check and autocorrect. I leave predictive text as options to pop up, but not to where it autofills the word. I don't like the autofill because that's where shit like that happens, you know. But sometimes you start typing and it's right there. It's just easier to press. I do like that feature. Mohammed, good to see you. Boss Bottled EDT, the original, Boss number 6. I mean, that's timeless. You can't go wrong with that, I got to say. Versace Dylan Blue. So it's funny that you bring that up. Now, as soon as I see that fragrance, so I was at the gym, my regular gym at home, the one I go to every day. And I was going by the cables and I saw this taller gentleman. He was spraying something by the carpet. And I'm like, I stopped, I pulled my ear. I said, is there anything I should worry about going to work out over there? He's like, oh, no. Just for aroma, deodorizing. So, oh, okay. He said, but that's your expertise. I said, so you know who I am. He said, oh yeah, I've been following you a long time, bro. He's Jamaican. So we got a lot of Jamaicans in the area where I live. And he was in great shape too. And so we ended up talking for a minute. I don't know if he's going to see this, but he said he got to a point where he had about 40 fragrances, but he's kind of his go-to lately has been Versace Dylan Blue. So that's why I bring this story up. He's like, man, I get compliments all the time with that fragrance. So I'm not surprised. It's a notorious compliment getter for people, but shout outs to, I'm not going to say his name just in case, but shout outs to him. It's always nice to get to randomly have a little fragrance conversation real quick. And it's not every day somebody recognizes me. He's like, hey, I know you. Because just random dude on the internet that talks about fragrances and nobody special. But it's always nice to have a great conversation with somebody that supports the channel. no matter how quietly or loudly. I appreciate all of you guys. I really do. But I know that's a bit of a tangent, but seeing Dylan Blue made me think of that. That happened literally like either beginning of the week or end of last week. It just happened. Zaharoff, Commandante, and Regio. Okay. Another version of Sense Piece. Okay, yeah, I wasn't familiar. Nuke, good to see you. Wearing Baby Cat. Man, that's so good. Coach Platinum. So, Duke, does Coach Platinum with a question mark mean you're asking me what I think about Coach Platinum? Do me a favor. Try to do an entire question instead of just name of the fragrance with a question mark. I'm going to assume that means you'd like to know my thoughts on Coach Platinum, which I think it smells very much like a sweet, fruity Sauvage with a lot of vanilla. You get a lot of vanilla on that one. It does have that Ambroxan smell. It's like some amberwood, if I remember correctly, but it comes across like a sweeter, like it's pineapple and vanilla plus Sauvage. Basically, it's a really good fragrance as long as you like that kind of Ambroxan smelling fragrances. It's a really good one. What's happening? Wearing Womo Signature, beautiful fragrance. Imaginary Authors Blend 83. Never tried. Seems like a lot of people have been enjoying that. I want to say maybe 4 or 5 times in the last 2 weeks I've seen people mention that here in the live chat. Not really, because Victory Elixir is very earthy, loads of patchouli, much darker, very smoky. I get warm, powdery vanilla, but I don't get smoky and earthy from Epoch. I don't even know how to say it correctly. Artistique. They're both vanilla fragrances, but I think they're different vanilla fragrances. Like I think Victory Elixir's got more nuance to it, believe it or not. Green Flannel by O-Top. Great. I've never even heard of that. Green Flannel. Never. I don't recall ever hearing anything about that one. Night. Never heard of that one either. Enlighten me. What's it like? Another one wearing Naxos. Good to see you, Fuzz Man. The options. Oligarch. Oh, well, yeah. Fetish. Same price. Won't try to offer $200 for both. Well, I mean, if you can get both for $200, that's a pretty good deal with the barely any missing out of those fragrances. Fetish, if I remember correctly, is just a little bit more animalic, and I mean Raja Dove puts out some really good animalic fragrances. The likelihood of you not liking it if you enjoy animalic fragrances is low, and Oligarch, either version, EDP or Parfum, are phenomenal. Just like Isola Blue, it's any of the three. You get any of the three, you're in good shape. So, actually, I think for the money, that's a good move right there. What's up, E? Sartorial Nui. That's Penhaligon's fragrance, right? What's going on, Mikey? You weren't lying, bro, and not even hyping it up. But Juicy Maximus is seriously. I saw your comment in the chat the other day about just getting it and trying the opening. But boy, when you let it just chill on your skin for a few hours, it's quite an experience, right? That's Dinsmore's best fragrance to me. It's just too good. It's so enjoyable. I would encourage, just like I always preach Fallen Leaf when you're going to try stuff from Dinsmore, that's right there with Fallen Leaf for me. I think that's 1A and 1B. That's two so diverse, different fragrances. That's a wardrobe right there. Juicy Maximus and Fallen Leaf, and they're both hybrid fragrances. Shout out to Michael Dinsmore for having great ideas and really being able to execute those ideas. Well, that is not my wall background. That's these used to be in George's store. Those Michael and I forgot who else, and they got the little Zaharoff Z's on the belt and everything. So he put them in his home. I'm sitting at the dining table. I felt like it was a good spot for me to live stream, or I wouldn't really disturb him while he's taking a nap. He's upstairs. Detour Noir. Way home from work, long on intense, waiting on me to try. Delivered today. Beautiful smoky leather fragrance. The almonds not too heavy and bitter. You do get a little bit of the cherry smell from the EDP, but they don't list it, but it definitely smells like it's in there. Even though the extreme's phenomenal with the plum and tobacco mixed with that DNA, the L'Intense, me and Justin kind of agreed the other day talking about it on his channel on live stream that the L'Intense is still the mountaintop in that DNA. For he and I, anyways. Pick my scent of the night. Going out with the fiance for dinner. Amber, ooh, damn. Damn, that's tough. That's tough because that's my favorite oud rose, and then my favorite rose and rose and incense. Signature rose is phenomenal. Uh shit, man. I don't know. That's tough. What's the temperature? I mean, it really doesn't matter. It's clearly cool enough for amber oud if you're bringing that up. They're both intoxicating too. Man, I gotta lean to signature rosé here because I look at it as what would I do if it's between those two. I'm gonna lean to signature rosé because it's in my top 5. You know. Speaking of Justin, so we're gonna be calling Justin in a little while. He's like, oh, I'm gonna be a little busy till 5:30, and then we're supposed to get on a call. I'm like, no worries, I'm live on YouTube right now, so that works out. So he'll probably text me back in a minute. But yeah, I'd probably go signature rosé in that situation, but not by much. You're good either way. They're both phenomenal. Because I hate to not pick amber oud, but I hate to not pick signature rosé. So I'm gonna lean just based on my top 5 in my collection. I'm gonna lean the signature rosé here. And happy Hanukkah to all. Wearing Moblo Starwalker, just finished my first bottle. Had to bust out the backup. Well, congrats on finishing the bottle. Yeah. George's got a nice house. Everything's pretty much done for the most part. He's really revamped and remodeled this house. A lot has changed since the very first time I came to this house a few years ago. It's changed a lot. Looks great. I mean, it's not my place to take you on a tour. That would be up to George. He does do the tours from time to time when he's on live streams over the years, especially during the construction, but in the house like a Bosch. Okay. What's up, Bilbo? I might have to skip ahead a little bit. I see I'm pretty far behind. Josh, what's going on? I want to pop in, drop a like. Thanks for popping in on my live last night. Have a great weekend. Have a great evening with the family, Josh. Good to see you, man. Love it. Thanks, Ross, in chat for this one. Kaylin, you can't go wrong, man. It's one of the best honey fragrances you'll ever smell. No bullshit. There's a lot of people that have been enjoying that one, and for good reason. The man that created that logo only puts out great shit. Just is what it is. Hey, I'm good to see you. Versace Oud Noir. I've been meaning to get that one. So funny enough, for those of you that were here for the live stream where we went shopping on Fragrance Buy the other night, that package came in when I was leaving to go to the airport yesterday. So that package is in. So whenever I get back home, probably going to do a live stream fragrance haul again. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to be doing some live streams the upcoming week, obviously. I'll be home early Monday, so we'll probably live stream at our regular time. Maybe 4 o'clock, maybe a little bit later, because my flight lands at like 9:30 in the morning, and the airport's like 10 minutes from where I live. So I'll be home by 10. I'm going to go to the gym. No later than 11. I'll be back home for 1:30. You know what I mean? So we still live stream. We're still going to live stream at either 3 or 4 on Monday. So we'll be back to our regularly scheduled program. Took me back to my mid-20s. Ethan, good to see you. Juicy Maximus. I Smell is wearing it as well. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm at George's right now. Got here yesterday. I'm just in town to visit. I haven't seen him in months. It's been like since May, since him and Joey launched their collaboration with Tltg, and we did that launch party where everybody came to Chicago. That's the last time I was here. Prior to that was December. I come visit from time to time. You know, it's my boy. Come hang with my boy. Shed Aquarium, who knows? If I have extra time, I might even stop into Nordstrom to smell some things. Well, there you go. Not really. For a 50 ml, not really, no. When they come in stock, you can get the 100 ml in that price range, even a few dollars less. That for a 50 ml, that's not really a good price. No. I'd wait. It sells out so quickly because it's so popular. So they only get so many at these discounters, and then people snatch them up. If you feel like you absolutely have to have it and don't want to wait anymore, it could be worse. Look at it that way. But for a 50 ml, it's not a good price. You could get 100 ml for around that, and even a 110, 115 range, maybe 120. Just try to be patient, because there'll be a restock this month for the holidays somewhere, probably a few places. I wouldn't. I would wait. Yeah. Scroll down. Mansera Oud Cafe. I need to get that one next. My decant has been gone for a while. That's a beautiful, nice, rich, woody, sweet coffee smell. Ahoy. Happy weekend. Strong with you, absolutely. Speaking of strong with you, absolutely. More porthole for a good price. Looked everywhere. So you can only get it from them as far as I know. Not everything goes to discounters because smart brands don't allow their stock to go in the gray market. That's why you don't see Zaharoff in these gray marketplaces. You don't just dump your stock all over the place at wholesale. Sometimes the volume's not the most important for brand integrity. And Lamar is one of those. They're all about their brand integrity too. Some people just want to move all the volume they can. Yes, more bottles in the market, and they sell. They drop them at wholesale to these different places, and when they don't sell those different places, they drop them in the gray market. Your fragrance nets, your fragrance buys, your fragrance, all these different places. Aura fragrance, Kingdom fragrance. That's how they're able to buy them from these distributors and sell them. So, not certain, but Chanel's good about keeping stuff close to the vest. It's not often you'll find too many Chanel offerings at these discounters. Chanel tries to stay on top of that too. So it's all about preserving brand integrity. Because if people know that eventually they'll be able to just get it from discounter, they'll wait. That's what we do, right? I know I do it. So Lamar is one of those ones you're going to pay. You're going to pay if you want their fragrances for sure. The Icon EDT, never tried it. Antonio Banderas, I'm assuming that's that one. Yeah, very, very special fragrance. So, guys, I'm going to have to scroll down a little bit because I'm a decent bit behind. I'm not going to go too far down. Love the green screen. So somebody's awake. Yeah, you like this green screen backdrop? Yeah, I took a still image last time I visited so I could use it on my green screen. And you're listening, watching what's unfolding in Tennessee. No clue what's going on there, my man, but good to see you, Dylan. Jason, good to see you. Greetings from Barbados, Ross. Sin of the day, Issey Miyake Poron. Been loving this for years. Thank you for rolling the dice on Club Nuit Sillage. Just know that up close, it smells really cheap and chemically synthetic, but out in the air, it's good. It's really good. My wife's a big fan when I wear that one. I think it smells great out in the air, too. There's higher quality smelling clones of Silver Mountain Water out there, but man, it's just something special about Club de Nuit Sillage, and it performs great. So, not a bad option. Definitely not a bad option. Well, Descent George picking up a full bottle of Orem soon. The tall man is here. Big up, gents. Scent of the day, PDM Carlisle. That's a good one. Can't wait to see the fragrance by Hall, especially Chopard Cedar Malachite. Somebody brought that up in my comments for the best designers of 2023. Somebody mentioned, I would also add, and they named it. I was like, funny enough, I have that coming in. So I'm actually quite excited. That was a great recommendation, Joel. Just based on the notes, I'm like, yeah, this is going to be a good one that probably, and this is an assumption, I have a feeling it could have made best of if I would have got it sooner. Aha. Shout out to the boss. Late to the party, wearing Salvatore Ferragamo with Timo, just hanging around the apartment today. It's a good one, though. Soul Batik from Morsk. Are you sitting in a museum or a church? I'm sitting in a dining area. That's where I'm sitting on this beautiful, I don't know if that's marble. I want to say that's marble, the table with this tumbled Italian leather. These chairs are super, super nice, gotta say. Yeah, see a little bit of it right here. Beautiful, soft, tumbled leather. I'd have to move the cameras for you to see this table. Beautiful table. Different table from last time I was here. Hello, everyone. Got my 100 ml absolutely for 109. See, that's what I'm saying. Right over $100 is what you can expect to pay most of the time for a 100 ml of the Strong With You flankers. What is a low? And here we go. Here. Very weak in projection. Not really. You're going anosmic, sir. So your nose is wearing out to it, is what the case is. But I know everybody wants a beast that's going to peel paint off the wall. I get it. I hear it all the time. But yeah, you're going anosmic. Your nose is wearing out. That's 99.9% of the time. That's the issue when people complain about something being weak. they'd be like, oh, no, but the people around me said the same thing. Well, have they been hanging around you for 5 minutes? Because their nose probably started getting weak too. And I don't mean you specifically, just a generalized statement on the topic. It happens a lot. It happens a lot, man. People don't realize how sensitive our sense of smell actually is. It's our strongest sense because it's made for survival. It's a survival sense, and it's to sense danger. And if your body doesn't react to what it's smelling as danger, it'll fade. It'll lose its sensitivity to the smell. That's actually reality. So people don't give enough credit to anosmia. I'm like, oh, you're just talking shit. Oh, you're shilling for the brand, or all these different things. So I always have a lot to say when stuff about performance comes up, because it's an interesting topic. He sells both. Both what? Not sure. Waiting on my Christmas bonus at work and hoping Evening Mystique's still in stock. Then, if not, thinking of getting either Signature Rosé, Tobacco, Leather Tobacco. What do you recommend? Evening Mystique, sir, is going to be your best course of action here. And should be right at the end of the year is where it's about to be a wrap. Don't have a whole lot left. We kind of projected that it would probably be right about the end of the year, maybe into January, that they would last what's left. And based on the current pace, it's looking like that last little bit's going to be finishing up right around that time. You should be okay. I mean, if we're talking in the next 2 weeks or something, you should be okay. But if not, I would say Signature Rosé. But I mean, you could always just get samples and try them and say, ooh, I like this one more, or I like that one more. That's what I would recommend. You don't need the Christmas bonus for that because they're $5 a piece. So that way you know for sure, because all of them are really good. Can't go wrong with any of them. But I mean, if I had to pick one aside from Evening Mystique, it would be Rosé. Was at the Armoff headquarters here in Texas. There's a new Club de Nuit oud coming out. It smells exactly like Herbapura with added oud. Ooh, absolutely nuclear, extremely long lasting. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that information with us. I'll definitely get it. I get just about every Club de Nuit flanker, but I don't have certain ones like the original Club de Nuit. I don't have the newest one that smells like Delina that came out, the white bottle. I don't have that one. There's a few of them. Signature Rosé it is. It's 45 out this evening. Rock it. Enjoy it. Your own parfum. There's a tornado in Tennessee. Hope everyone's safe. Thank you for letting me know, George. I had no idea what was going on. Any good videos on buying used fragrances? How to do this without getting screwed? No, because I don't really buy used fragrances for the most part. Usually it's dealing with a viewer that I'm gotten to know a little bit if I get a partial, because I typically don't really buy partials. So I'm really not the guy for that. Like I can't even do content on it because I don't do it. So unfortunately I can't weigh in. You try Bulgari Porum Extreme. So it's in the package that came in when I was leaving for my flight. Well, hello, Mr. Zaharoff. How are you? He's back downstairs. I have that, and then Bulgari Porum Soir, Michael Gassaway, longtime viewers, sending me a bottle of that. But I have Bulgari Porum Extreme sitting at home waiting for me to open it. So that's going to be part of the live stream we're going to do. Changing from black to clear glass. Difference. I don't know, because I've never tried the newer one. I have the black glass, the painted glass. Yeah, I saw UPS walking through the yard earlier. They dropped it off like an hour ago. Come say hello. You're literally 3 feet away.
Hi, everybody.
Right on time, I pinned Mr. Zaharoff. Cheers. Pine Rock's good to see you. Have a good time in Chi-Town. We're in Burberry Brit today. Ah, good thing to note. Okay. The girl's meeting my parents for the first time tonight. Probably going to rock Eros EDP. Not a bad move. Rick, good to see you. Your icons shipped there. So, George Z, did you get your icons shipped? They are so beautiful. Monday, Tuesday, he said. Everybody's asking how you are. So everybody's excited to see you. They're all good. Yeah, strong with you intensely and absolutely. I like the entire line, though. George Zaharoff paid for the Wi-Fi and electricity for this live stream. All in good fun.
It's kind of funny.
Yes, George Zaharoff definitely paid for the Wi-Fi that's being used currently and the electricity that I'm such a shill that my battery, my power cord's plugged into right now. That's hilarious. Shout outs to George Atkinson. Speaking of projection, what's your top 3 loudest projecting fragrances? So that would be Amarud's Dark Orchid. It's crazy. My 75 ml bottle of the Dior Parfum is ridiculous. And there's kind of a big tie at number 3. I'll give you 5. Zaharoff Signature Leather Tobacco, Montal Honey Oud, and I'd probably have to say something like Red Tobacco. My bottle of Red Tobacco is insane from Mancera. So I'll give you 5 right there because you can insert any of them any of those other ones in the 3rd slot. There you go. Any known clones of Bulgari Porum Swar? I haven't even smelled it yet, so I don't even know what it smells like, let alone any clones for it. He notes something soothing and calming. Okay. He did not. Neither of us did. Have you ever taken a fragrance with you on a trip and realized it was not the best for a certain occasion or day? Not necessarily. Not really. I typically plan for what I'm going to wear for each day. Very strategic, especially if I know for certain what's going to be going on. Like, even though it was a pretty casual day and ends up we don't have dinner plans till tomorrow. It was going to be tonight. It was tomorrow. So that's why we're going to wear this one originally. But I mean, Le Male Elixir will be fine. I was always planning on wearing that Sunday. It'll still be fine. I wasn't changing it up because I already filmed the weekly rotation and this is Saturday's fragrance. So I stuck to my guns. There's never a bad time for this. So good. Strongly recommend. Enigma for those of you outside of the North America. Creation E Parfum Cologne for those of you here in the States. Green flannel has violet, violet leaf, and Ambroxan, galbanum, and tonka bean, about $170. That sounds pretty good. Is the violet more on the earthy side or the powdery side of things? The violet leaf, I would assume, has got a little bit of a metallic, maybe even aquatic feel, especially with Ambroxan, galbanum. You got an earthy green, tonka bean, probably powdery and sweet. I bet that is good. Serve Privé. That already happened, Bilbo. I know you get very excited when you see George. I know that's the thing for you, Bilbo.
Bilbo?
Yeah, Bilbo. He said Bilbo. He is crazy, yes. Tltg stands for one of my hairs. Jesus. Tltg stands for the legendary Team Gates. TLTG is an acronym for my fantasy sports team name. I'll appreciate you doubling down there, Joel. I love Of the Immortals. 10-4, Bobs. Blackheart's playing at home tonight. Come and jump in.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, George Zaharoff.
Hello, beautiful people.
We're pretty much to the bottom. You're wearing Black Rose, aren't you?
I am.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming soon, guys.
Smells incredible. Like it literally all day yesterday on him smelled. It's unreal. What perfume are you going to wear for Christmas, Ross? So the plan is on for the holidays for Christmas Eve to celebrate our lost dear friend E.J. Wells that passed not long ago. May he rest in peace. What a great man, huh?
EJ was awesome. EJ was really awesome.
Yeah, indeed.
And very private. I think I'm the only one that had met him, right? I'm the one that went by his house, right? In the community.
In the community, you're it.
He's a good man. But he was in touch with Ross and I. Ross was very close to him. Yeah. And it was about a month before that Ross calls me and goes, I think something's up with EJ. And so Ross kind of felt something was up. I didn't. I thought it was okay, but
the tone was different the second to last time I talked to him. The tone was different. And then literally a few days before he passed was he had reached out to me and just didn't sound good. It almost felt like a goodbye and at the moment. And then in hindsight, it's like, wow, that totally was, because he reached out to several people he was close to right around that time.
Right.
And I don't know if he knew he was saying goodbye to people, but that's what ended up being the case. So
what do you have that they could hear you so well?
Right.
I gotta get one of those.
Yeah, that's my microphone. So Joe Anthony has the same one. I did a live stream with Joe Anthony, and I was like, "Wow, I love your audio quality."
I like that a lot because I'm usually screaming.
It's like $100.
Not bad. Screaming usually. You have to scroll up. I want to see one thing.
Sure.
I want to see something.
Sure.
Oh, here.
Oh, Eric. Shout out to George. He gave me money back on my purchase, and I thought I could stack discount codes on the sites, but he took care of me. There you go. Shout out to Eric. Adam said, "Is George keeping up with you at the gym while you're there?" George didn't go to the gym today. He had some construction going on around the house.
The worker took more than I thought. I was supposed to meet up with Ross. Ross was there for like 3 hours. I was going to go for one.
Yeah, I was there for a while.
And the guy was here longer than we had thought. So tomorrow we'll be together. I'll go with him. He'll come with me to the gym.
I'll probably go ahead of him again though, because my leg days are pretty stout. I'll need about an hour and a half for legs tomorrow. He usually works out for about an hour.
1 hour, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's the best Elysium clone. Currently, I really like Fomo Parfum's version that just came out of Fraghead's Asylum. That's pretty good. Late to the party, but congrats on 100K, bro. I subscribed back at around 17,000 subs. Respect again, or 1,700 or 17,000, one of the two. Respect again, Ross the Boss. So I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. So I got, by the way, update on that. Thursday, I got a tracking number, UPS ground. So the plaque will be here.
On Monday, right?
Yep. Well, it hasn't updated yet. It shows that a label's been made. So I would think by midweek.
Where does it ship from with YouTube? Where are they at? In San Francisco?
It's California. Yeah, it's in California. I sure did. That was part of that live stream. So the other night, I took them with me shopping on Fragrance Buy at like 9 o'clock at night.
Is it still the apple? Lolita La Pinka? The bottle of Lolita?
No, it's a green bottle, the Green Lover bottle.
So it's not.
It smells like an orange sickle. No, it's probably a different fragrance that you're talking about.
This is their Lolita La Pinka. It's like an apple. It's probably.
Probably so. Let's pull up Parfumo and look. I can't do a split screen, unfortunately, guys. Let's see.
Yeah, it's an apple. Yeah. See the apple?
Yeah, right there.
So it's not that. From
97 and 2002. No, this one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one that Justin raves about, and they. I was taking suggestions. It's an orange creamsicle fragrance, as far as I understand. So I can't imagine that being too masculine of a scent. I haven't tried it yet. Total blind purchase, but somebody recommended it because I said, guys, give me your recommendations. I might buy if it looks like something I like. So I think like half the order was recommendations from the audience.
Ross, you got a nice setup here. I like the camera.
Yeah, actually, this is what I use on my desktop at home. Same camera and same mic. It's just now I can do it mobile.
That looks good.
Yeah. Your thoughts on Ajan? What about Legion? What's it clone? I've never heard of that one. Does it remind you of Common at all? I'm not sure, but Ajan is a very sweet caramel-like fragrance. You got to like sweet fragrances. Quality's really good. There's some richness to it, but you got to like sweet. It's one of the more popular niche sweet fragrances out there.
Ross amazes me because he's got the ability to remember oils in his head of all the fragrances. I don't know how the heck. So sometimes I'll say, Ross, if I'm working on a new fragrance, I go, Ross, does this smell like anything else? Because Ross has in his head, like he remembers, he's got a good memory, and it's kind of funny. So I don't know if you guys realize, and who else remembers all the fragrances out there?
I wouldn't say I'm stand alone in that. It's
but you're one of
when I'm into something.
You don't see a lot of people that are like into it, like that remember everything, Well,
Dan, not the man. We sure appreciate that. I can't decide which one of the Z2.0s is better. All three are amazing.
They are. But people were talking about behind us. That's a bas relief right there. If you guys see, it's Archangel Michael. And this is Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Michael is on this side, if you guys could see. And that's the idea of the Immortals came from that. So you see the little Z on the belt. They're like kicking ass for me, protecting me. All right, guys, have a good evening and many blessings. Ross, thanks for having me on.
I'm in your home.
Did you see this?
I grabbed it so I could use it as a mouse pad. I'm using a GQ magazine. Look. Oh, is that the one that Orm's in?
All of them.
Oh, shit. I didn't even realize
it. It's okay.
Well, we'll show you guys.
Right
Here it is.
It's very tiny, but at least it's on there.
It's a little GQ.
So that's, what is that, December?
Right there. Zaharoff signature Orem in GQ magazine. I was using this for a mouse pad. I didn't even realize it was this one.
And this one is
Oh, that was the first one it came out in, huh?
I think so.
That's the one you posted.
It's 3. I think the other one is, and then this is October's.
Chris Evans.
And
there you go.
Right there.
Right there.
There
Yep.
you go.
There it is.
I know it's tiny, but it's.
How come it's not a full page ad, George?
I know,
what
right?
The hell? You know?
So I thought it was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I need that.
Happy holidays, everybody. Maybe we'll do something tomorrow, Ross.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm open to it.
We'll come on and you guys can come say hello. Now we got to get a super chat in here.
Well, I mean, that's up to them. I don't ask for them.
Okay.
I let them give them as they want. That's up to them. I don't e-beg.
So whoever gives a super chat to Ross, I'm going to match it. So we'll have the next. We'll do the next minute. How's that?
Next 1 minute.
We'll do the next 1 minute.
Yeah, because I'm shutting it down in 20 minutes. I'm gonna do a solid hour.
So I'll match it. Whoever gives Ross a super chat, I will match it.
Well, damn, there you go. I'm getting the Joey Cannoli treatment.
Right.
Shout outs to Joey.
It'll end up being like $600.
He said, "Watch it end up being $600." Hey, I'm rooting for it. You know. Don't feel like y'all have to, guys. Y'all know me. Just whatever anybody wants to give, I'm down for. Nobody has to. Yeah. I appreciate that, though, the sentiment, George. Montrese, what's going on? So the Zamaya fragrance I've actually never tried. Camera, another one, if you like sweet, you'll like it. It's a little bit of a coconut sweetness in the top that I get on my skin, even though they don't list it. A lot of benzoin, a little bit of cinnamon. It's much sweeter. It's not really all that much like Angel Share. I would say it's like inspired by in some ways, but it's not a direct clone of it. There's just as many differences. Way sweeter than Angel Share. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. So Nathan already made the little Photoshopped one for me with my logo on it so I can put it in the thumbnail. Uh-oh, we got some super chats came through. Yeah, no internet problem here. You noticed that, right? So, yeah, so that's the TV, guys. The one in the kitchen is cranked up for some reason. Welcome to Shea Zaharoff.
What?
Nothing. Randomness. So let's see. We got a couple of super chats. Guys, I hate to skip around. So Will Stewart gives $4.99. Said just because George asked. And Adolfo $19.99 said happy holidays, GZ. Well, that's nice of you.
That's very nice.
I feel like bragging Paul. So Boz and Paul are apparently having their little type chat jab like they normally do. Howdy, everyone. Just got back from chest, triceps, leg workouts today. Dylan Blue to the gym. Well, good to see you, Paul. Let's see. Zamaya Sharflin, so good. Thoughts on clipping the wee milestone? Oh, yeah. Well, the lighting's actually just right for this. That's why I turned that light on. It looked like shit before I turned that light on. So I appreciate the view and the watch time. I'm now on his television. So that's very nice of you. So Club Inui Milestone has that melon, fruity, spicy vibe. It does smell very much like Millesime Imperial. I actually did a smell and rate video for some Armagh fragrances on Chris Fragmental's channel with him and George Atkinson, the fragrance apprentice. And we had a good laugh because Atkinson's his favorite fragrance is Millesime Imperial, and he's actually a big fan of Club Inui Milestone. His words are that it smells like what old bottles used to smell like. So Armagh did a good job with that one. They really did. Thanks. I started a few months ago. I'm still a noob. Hey, man, we're all new at this. We're all just having a good time. Look at it that way. Nobody's more important than anyone else. We're just talking about enjoying fragrances. It's a kind of a quirky hobby in the first place to like fragrance the way we do, you know? Much love, George. Been super into frag content lately. TLTG is my fave for sure. Well, Kaylin, I appreciate that. Always good to have you.
Has a BMW there? What is that, a 5 or 3?
I don't know.
Do you see
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Heidi was calling. Let me let her know I'm live.
Hi, Kaylin. So is it a 3 Series or 5 Series? I saw the white Beamer in your in your picture. Anyway, thank you guys. Thanks for having me, Ross. Guys, take care. I think I owe you $9.99.
So 25. So I had a 5 and a 20.
Yeah, but there's a 99.
Okay, so
So it's
19.99 and 4.99.
$24.98.
Yeah, 24.98. That's right.
Bye, everybody. Take care. Have a good night.
You don't owe me anything. Stop it. So we'll hang out for another 15 minutes and we'll shut it down, guys. We'll do a hard stop at 1 hour. Let's see. Let me scroll down. I had scrolled back up. Dylan Blue or Aqua Cinziali Blue? For me, it's always going to be Aqua Cinziali Blue. I think it's more interesting than Dylan Blue, though Dylan Blue is a more versatile fragrance because I'll wear that one in the summer, whereas Aqua Cinziali Blue, I think, is a little too cloying, a little powdery for the summertime. I like it more spring, fall, winter, whereas Dylan Blue, that's whenever. That's signature scent kind of stuff. So if you're looking for the more versatile, I would say Dylan Blue, but for me, if I'm picking between the two, it's AE Blue. Speaking of orange creamsicle, have you tried Nautica Pure Discovery? I have not. I have not. Scared of Club de Nuit Intense. The bottle I have is extremely harsh lemon. If you get the limited edition Parfum, it's much smoother. Much, much smoother. Same fragrance, but smoother. Scent of the day, Kajal 3. Ross, I won't say what it smells like. Please don't, because Mo's sending them my way. He let me know the other day he's sending me 3 and 4. So, yeah, don't tell me. I've avoided everybody's opinion on those. So, but scent profile, you love with a nice twist to it. See, now you're getting me excited, John. Don't tell me that. Because I hold the original Kajal Om in pretty high regard. Remember, Kajal Om 2 is really good. But I think Kajal Om, the original, is much more on the unique side while still being super versatile. Thank you, George, for hooking me up with a sample of Eating Mystique with my order that I forgot to add a few weeks ago. That's Ryan Bork. Joel said, love the randomness, super chill live. That's how we do it, you know. Let's see. What time is it there, Ross? It is 5:16 Central Time currently, Boz. Oh, so did you see Kaylin's answer about the BMW?
No,
it's a 2010 335 IS.
The IS is the 4-wheel, the IS.
I'm not familiar with that model.
Yeah, that's what the beautiful
Yeah. He said it's a beautiful car. Well, hold on. I haven't gotten to that. Is that one of the newer ones? Newer comments? Zach, where's that at? I don't see it.
Scroll down, you'll see it.
Oh, here we go. So it hadn't popped up on my screen yet. So has George gave any thoughts? So Signature Porum, the original one, is touted as a fougere. It's a barbershop fragrance. It's got a lot of, yeah, it's very much. It's like a resinous barbershop fragrance. It's a lot of Orientals in it.
Tell him to send me an email and I'll send him a sample.
Send George an email, george@zaharoff.com. He said he'll send you a sample so you can check it out, Zach. george@zaharoff.com. Yeah, so that one, that's the original DNA for everything he's put out since as a flanker to it. So that's got a beautiful bright lavender, not soapy, like fresh cut lavender. Doesn't have that embroxin smell like some lavenders can do. No, quality stuff with a blue cypress note that's just this fresh green element to the top, but it's very warm and spicy, resinous, a lot of myrrh in it. The iris doesn't really take a hold, but the Australian sandalwood stands out pretty well. There's a lot of nuance. It's pretty deep fragrance. The best way I can describe it in main accords would be warm, spicy, resinous, aromatic, and woodsy. That's the main takeaways for me. It is my favorite suit and tie fragrance. That and Raja Parfum Scandal Parfum Cologne. I bet when I got to wear a suit and tie for something, I battle back and forth between the two because they're just such high quality, elegant fragrances that are perfect choices for a suit and tie. So that's kind of my take on Signature Porum. It's a high regard kind of fragrance. Very situational for me because I think it's such a classy scent. But yeah, the original DNA fits what you're looking for. It's not just a typical aftershave scent. It's not that kind of barbershop. It's more of an aromatic fougere than just a barbershop style. But a lot of people tout it as his barbershop fragrance because it definitely has a lot of elements to it that would classify it under barbershop. Does George have a tobacco spice vanilla fragrance? Yes, Signature Tobacco. So it's an aromatic, leafy kind of herbal tobacco smell. It's got booze, woodiness, smokiness, sweetness. It's got all of the elements of what makes a good sweet tobacco, woody tobacco, earthy tobacco, aromatic tobacco. But the way Claude Deer blended everything, it's kind of one of those peel back layer fragrances where it just steadily transitions and nuances to where it's actually quite the versatile tobacco fragrance for what it is. What's that, George? He said it's his best selling fragrance too. So there you go. Yeah, a lot of people love that one. That's definitely the one you're looking for because it's got some spice to it. The vanilla is not overdone. And it's not your typical moist tobacco. It's a slightly drier, leafy tobacco. Oh, yeah, and you can save 10% with Tltg Z-Head as well for anybody that wants to order anything for sure. It's a rear-wheel drive in the package or the trim. It's just the M Sport package with better turbos and a DCT transmission. Smelled Ralph's Club Elixir today, blew me away. Also smelled Initio Paragon. Both are now on my to-buy list. So I wore that yesterday, Ralph's Club Elixir. That is a beautiful iris fragrance. I don't think it got enough love this year. It's definitely one of the better releases in the designer market, I think. I'll check it out. 10-4. Also smelled Aventus Absolute. It's so good, but not worth $500. Yeah. It hit discounters a few times in the $300 some odd dollar range, and I don't have to have it. It wasn't a must for me, but I do think it's one of the better releases of the year. Like I gave it a really high rating, like a 9.5, but I just don't have to have it. I can respect and appreciate without having to buy it. I hope that makes sense. Like I can review it and appreciate and praise it for what it is, but it doesn't mean that I absolutely have to have it. Tobacco is a perfect tobacco scent. I mean, that's a strong statement, but you're not going to hear an argument from me because it's so well balanced. That's what I was talking about with the way Claude blended it. It's so well balanced. It is really good indeed. Yeah, for sure. Great stream with Justin. Hopefully more to come. So we're going to do a decant swap like we talked about. That was a great idea. Sir Sniffington. Siaj Sniffington, I believe is the profile name. We're going to do a decant swap probably within the next 2 weeks. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you guys in the loop. I already know a few that I want to send to him. We're going to be talking to him here in just a little bit, in about 10 minutes. Yeah, right around the time I'm shutting this down, we're supposed to give Justin a call. So, I used to. Spice and Black Vanilla and Blue Cedar and Cypress, I think, are still their two best. I haven't tried every single thing they've released in the last couple of years, but I've tried a few. They're decent. They're solid fragrances. Fragrance Net had it sold out. How'd they get it so quickly? So Fragrance Buy had it too. Fragrance Net and Fragrance Buy had it for, an hour, maybe 20 minutes or something. They sold out the stock really quick. People jumped on it. Yeah, some criminals are good. Is there a way to sample in the UK without doubling the price? 6 samples and everything. So, no, not yet. Because Zaharoff is based out of Chicago. He's not fully open in the European market yet. Chris Fragmental over in the UK does not have samples. So unless you want to pay the shipping and the duties and everything that would come with getting samples to you, I mean, you just got to keep that in mind. So at the moment, no, not easily. Camaro Homme Intense or Cayenne Classic? I've never tried the latter, so I don't know. But Camaro Homme Intense is really good. I'm not really that much of an Initio guy. Maybe somebody in the chat could give you a solid recommendation. I don't really own any bottles. I've had a few decants of different things, but nothing that moved me to where I felt like I needed it. That's fair, boss. Sean, good to see you. Wearing Nero by Cedra. Tell Mr. Z many thanks for such great fragrances. Went from 0 to 6 of them in 3 weeks. Isola Blue for the win. And many thanks again to you again for the giveaway. Well, I'm glad you won, JT. Or JJ, I'm sorry. I know you like to go by JJ. And I saw your message about FedEx potentially losing the other package. Hope not. I saw your message, though. Let's see. Creed Original Vetiver smells like a nicher version of Vetiver Sensual. That's fair. That's fair because I get a little bit more earthiness out of the Vetiver and Vetiver Sensual than I do out of Creed's Original Vetiver. They're both really good, and you can usually get Vetiver Sensual for a great price. It's such a good fragrance. I haven't worn it in a while. I got a 60 ml. It's the only 60 ml bottle I have from Mancera. It was such a good price. They were like $44 in the summer or the spring or something like that. So yeah, it was phenomenal. It was like can't pass on that price. Live at about FedEx. Okay, yeah, there you go. So I'm assuming it is officially lost then. Noted. Just got to add Domino's Pizza. Someone's hungry on the channel. And Creed is more candy sweet. Okay. There's one by Initio that gets a lot of love online, but I just can't remember the name. I think it's Musk Therapy. Been getting a lot of love recently. That and Paragon. Musk Therapy, the one time I smelled it was on a test strip and I was underwhelmed, but it was also just on a test strip. Aside from Spice Bomb Blue, what flanker do you want to see most in 2024? Just any new Spice Bomb flanker. I'm always up for a new Spice Bomb. I think it'll be one of the three. It'll be however they want to name it, some kind of blue, a parfum, or an elixir. I think they're going to jump on the elixir trend. I have a feeling it might be that. It's either going to be a parfum or elixir first. Then I think they would do a blue. I don't think the blue is going to be the next one. I could be wrong. But I can't imagine because they haven't done a parfum flanker yet to the original DNA. If they make a parfum rich, warmer version of the original's DNA, makes the slightest of tweaks, don't really change much, and richen it up, oh man, that'll be another designer release of the year for me. Yeah, that would be amazing. I'd actually rather see that than a blue first. I want to see the blue. I do. I'd rather see a Spice Bomb parfum first. Over a Spice Bomb elixir too, which any of them will be good. Like I said, I'm here for all the Spice Bombs. You'll never see me not buy one. Something has tragically happened if I don't buy the new Spice Bomb flanker. Sandalwood and Suede was at TJ Maxx and Ross over the summer for around $12. Filing a claim on it. So they definitely lost it. Both Cedar Maliki, 80 ml. Okay. Viewer from Europe got a sample of Strong With You tobacco, said it was better than leather, amber, and oud. That could just be new toy syndrome, too. You got to keep that in mind. But I'm sure it's going to be great. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. I'm definitely going to buy that. As soon as I have an opportunity to get it here in North America, I'm going to get it. Even if it's full retail, I don't care. I'm going to get it because I know I'm going to love it because I love the whole line. I don't need to wait for it to get discounted. Some fragrances are just so good, I don't need to wait. I'm willing to pay the full retail. When it comes to designers, I'm totally willing to do it. I don't have to buy everything discounted. There's certain, like I was just saying with Spice Bomb, I buy them as soon as they release on Victor and Rolf's US website every year, every time they drop one. So I'm definitely here for that. I'm definitely here for that. Yeah, it's a white bottle, Musk Therapy. So guys, we got about 2 more minutes and we'll go ahead and shut it down. What's a scent to step into for Aqua de Parma? I'm into fresh, sweet, vanilla, slight musk, gourmand, and fruity. So as far as any sweet and gourmand fragrances from them, I don't have. Everything I have from them is fresh. My favorite is Colonia Pura, or Pura, however you're supposed to say it, probably Colonia Pura. It's a nice light white floral neroli that's not too soapy. They have some fresh green petitgrain with a very believable citrus and clean musk. That's my absolute favorite from them. The rest of the ones I have are Colonia Club, and then everything else is in the Blue Mediterraneo series, the blue bottle ones, which every single one of them are good. Do you like fig? Do you like orange? Do you like greens? Like they have a coffee one. They're all good, but I would recommend Colonia Pura. That's just hands down my favorite fresh one from them. I just haven't tried any of their darker scents or their sweet scents. Shout out to Fragrance Lask. I follow her on IG. That's where I watch her content. Can't wait for Strong With You tobacco to come out. Same. Where are you, Ross? Hope you're doing well. Send a date Oud for greatness. I am in Chicago at George's house. Michael Gassaway, good to see you. Which designer brand do you most wish would drop an entirely new fragrance line from in? Chanel. I would love to see Chanel start a new DNA, like Hermes did with H24. Thanks for the answer, Ross. I purchased a sample of Zaharoff's signature before, and it's very nice. I guess my question should have been, would George ever expand into a full barbershop? So signature pour-on wasn't barbershop enough for him, basically. George?
Yes.
No, I'm saying, so he's tried signature pour-on. It wasn't the kind of barbershop he was looking for. He's looking for more of a spicy aromatic, basically, like aftershave is what I'm getting. The aftershave smell.
Aftershave?
Well, like the aftershave smell, that kind of barbershop.
I see.
So yeah, George doesn't have one of those.
But there's a lot out there.
Yeah, yeah. George just doesn't have one like that. Like Signature Pour Home's about as close as it gets for him, and then nothing he's working on smells like aftershave. So, because when I think like straight up authentic barbershop smell, it's the aftershave and barbicide kind of smell is what I think of. That's why I like Maison Margiela's at the barbers so much. Very authentic. That's my favorite straight up barbershop fragrance. So guys, we're at the 1 hour mark. I think it's one of those times that I need to go ahead and shut it down. Let's see. Just picked up Signature back and used your link. Well, I hope you got the 10%. If not, use code TLTGZhead. The link's been a little wonky with giving the discount automatically. Yeah, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. We made it to a full hour.
What's his favorite barbershop?
Oh, so George wanted me to ask you before I shut it down. What is your favorite barbershop fragrance? So I guess we can get an idea. Yeah. Yeah, that's Zach. So Zach, what's your actual favorite barbershop fragrance? Just out of curiosity. That would definitely give me an idea on what type of barbershop you're more interested in. Just real quick before we shut it down.
So for the Signature, no, but you never know. Under another collection, you might have a Signature, right? Whatever, barbershop.
Possible in the future, basically, is what he said just now. Definitely possible for something else in the future. He's always, Claude's always working magic, always working on something. George is always a few years ahead with his releases and his work. That man does 1,000 things a week. Let's see. I'm waiting to see if Zach will weigh in before I shut it down. No, it's fine. Uh-oh. RXL's Middle Eastern Fragrances has entered the chat. We need a blue fragrance from Zaharoff. If we only knew a YouTuber that is known for blue fragrances that could talk him into it. I'm not giving him a release date, George. I'm not doing that. Just know it's happening sooner than later, Rick.
It's Rick?
Yeah, it's Rick. That's why I said RXL's Middle Eastern Fragrances. Yeah.
It's an awesome blue fragrance.
It is. I see. Yeah, I can't give you guys any details because it's not time. Sometime next year, that's what I'll give you guys. Sometime next year, there is a blue coming. It is what you would expect. You know, what you would expect from the house is all as far as I'll go. But when the green light is given, I'll gladly tell you guys because I'm blue. Like you said, I'm blue fragrance guy, and yeah, that's the fragrance I was going to critique the hardest for him, and got it right pretty quickly. Gotta say, got it right pretty quickly, and it's unique. Doesn't smell like other shit, so that's all that matters, right? So on that note, let me see if Zach weighed in. Here we go. So At the Barber's, which is my favorite, is probably the best he's tried. So At the Barber's has a leather note. Like that's Maison Margiela. It's their replica line. They replicate being At the Barber's. That's why it's called that. It's got a shaving foam, spicy aftershave smell to it. A little bit of leather. So it's very authentic. It's my favorite barbershop fragrance too. So we're here, Zach. We're here. Yeah, Zaharoff doesn't have anything of that specific scent profile, but you never know down the line if he gets a wild hair to create an authentic barbershop smell. He might come up with something along those lines, So guys, I appreciate all of you for being here. We did a little over a solid hour on a random impromptu live stream. Thank you to those that gave the super chats. I definitely didn't have to, but it's sure appreciated. Of course, I'm not going to get him to double it. That's unnecessary. But I appreciate the sentiment. I appreciate you guys' support. Definitely check out today's video if you haven't yet. Weekly rotation will be out tomorrow. And we'll be back at our regularly scheduled programming on Monday. We may go live again tomorrow. I guess I'll set it up earlier in the day if we are going to indeed. But I hope you all have an awesome Saturday evening going into Sunday. And may or may not see you tomorrow. I don't know. Keep notifications turned on and you'll know as soon as I set it up. So y'all have a great night, guys.